And Amber and Randy, we all know this being on this program. Music is an integral part of Indiana's roots. And the melodies continue to draw in new generations with a new surge of creativity and community. In this Inside Story series, Randall Newsom got a look at what Indiana's music scene is looking like and sounding like today with some help of some of the voices who are shaping that scene.
That Hoosier sound. In whatever form it takes, has become a staple in the world of music. But if you want to understand where the music scene is and where it's going, you have to understand where it's been. For more than 4 decades combined, these two men have had the best seats in the house. DJ Geno Shelton and Sid Uncle Jams Johnson.
For 30 years, to still be relevant, man, that's just a blessing from God.
DJ Geno remembers how Indiana's music scene first captured his attention.
When I came here and seen all of these live bands that Indianapolis had, it was just amazing to me. Indianapolis had a nickname called Naptown, and it used to drive me nuts. I was so upset by it because I had heard that the story behind that was that it was not because of Indianapolis, but for the fact that they thought that we were napping. It was a nap town. It was a sleepy town.
One show at a time, he helped change that narrative.
So, when it comes to DJs or live entertainment, I just wanted the city to be live and just always to be thought of as a live place.
At the time, there was some heavy buzz around this group out of Indy.
There was a band called Manchild, and we had heard of them in Indianapolis. They had some big song called Especially for You.
Meanwhile, a connection with a member of Manchild and another group on the rise was about to change Sid Johnson's life.
I was given the nickname of Uncle Jams by Bobby Lovelace, the leader of Midnight Star.
The group that he helped turn the idea of a simple radio request into a golden melody, released June 6, 1983.
I was all alone. I was feeling rather low.
You called the DJ up on the radio. You feeling in that kind of mood, say, hey man, why don't you play a slow jam tonight for me and my baby? So it was like perfect.
And we danced and fell in love on a slow jam. Yeah.
Those words created one of Midnight Star's greatest hits, Slow Jam, a legendary love song, the kind of magic that's kept him in the game all these years later.
That I've thought that I wanted to not be involved with this, it just kept pulling and nagging at me and saying, what else would you do? You like music. You must do this.
Now they serve as mentors to the next generation of stars, always willing to drop gems of wisdom.
Don't get caught in a box and you limit yourself. Shoot outside the box. Act like there is no box.
But always on the lookout for that special something.
Give a lot of advice, but you don't represent everybody. So people like Damon
It was the vocal tone and the fact that he had an acoustic guitar around his neck, which reminded me of someone that's a very good friend of mine that I had represented when he got his first record deal, called Kenny Babyface Edmonds.
We've talked about these comparisons. We've talked about
one of those adds just a little bit more pressure than others.
He has his own highway here. I mean, come on. But it's an incredible experience to open up for someone that's a legend here, that's a legend all over the world, to be able to share the same stage with him.
Enough motivation to keep Damon focused on his own personal mission.
To put in that work to, create that good R&B music that we need today.
Confidence he's gained, sharing space with other legends. Humbled by having a mentor with unique experience.
As an artist, I want to look to somebody that has some legendary advice.
And there's enough legendary advice to go around.
There's a lot of talent in the state of Indiana. I mean, you have talent in country and pop, rock, R&B, hip hop, jazz.
You allow the nap to let you sleep. You're sleeping. We're not nap. You're sleeping. You should check us out.
Oh, don't worry. If you've been asleep on Indiana's music scene, with the help of these talented musicians, get ready for a series of serious wake-up calls.
All right. I'm excited to share this series with you guys. It's been getting a lot of good reaction around the area.
I'm wondering to what extent being on this show and then on All Indiana in the afternoon and getting a chance to meet so many of these artists kind of lit a fire for you to want to start telling this story.
Oh, man, I think it was just hearing some of the people that have come in and then hearing them say where they're from. I'm like, wait, you're from here? Yeah. Or you're from like down the street, or you're from just somewhere in the area? And I'm just like, wow, we've got a lot of talent here, and a lot of it was kind of slept on for a while. And I'm just like, I think it's time to get these faces in front of people again.
In every genre, too.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. So, yeah, you'll see it's not just, we gave you the R&B taste, but we've got almost every genre you could think of in parts 2 through 5. So check it out.